NLP is not about your past. It's not a psychology to figure out what happened in the past and why you are the way you are today. NLP is only going to create for you what your goals are and what you really work on using the techniques. So what we say with NLP is that what you say has no meaning. What has meaning is the response that you get from the other person. Hemispheres. What kind of hemispheres?
Like a brain hemisphere.
Like a brain hemisphere. That's exactly what your brain looks like. These two hemispheres are not working together. We're going to make an exercise which is going to allow and facilitate our brain hemispheres so that they will work together in the concert. And that's called the brain gym. That the hemispheres are working together in a way that they are not used to. So if you're breathing while you do this,
Good idea.
this one. What's next?
This one.
Right, and
This one.
now, talk to your colleagues, is we're going to circulate around this room, and you're going to act the role of the card that you don't want, that you want someone else to take.
How about to have someone who is really a compromiser? When you have two different projects, you can make one single project of it.
Yes, I want it.
Yeah.
Go sell it, but
I will sell one.
but be clever. Don't just show everybody your
I
cards.
am a critic because I already reviewed.
Now, this is a conversation which is going nowhere. The flexible person tries it his way, realize that the response he's getting is not the response which is going to move the conversation forward in the way he wants, so he changes the message again. But if I'm flexible and I realize that my communication depends on your response, then our ways are going to converge. So this is how NLP corresponds to communication. Now notice what I put on the bottom there. If we keep doing what we've always done, we're going to get what we've always got. When you try again, you have to try in a different way. Now some people are going to stress out. Some people are going to get nervous. Their blood pressure is going to rise, and they don't know what they're going to do for the next 3 hours. The flexible person says, okay, what do I have to do now to kill this time? That is the recipe for stress and frustration. Frustration is not accepting the way things are. How can we accept something now that we didn't accept in the past? Changing your mind, changing your perspective, looking at it from a different angle. That's the secret. That's the person who remains above the system. What's the definition of confusion? It's that stage of conscious incompetence. It means you know that you don't know. And that makes confusion. And then after some time, when you can drive without thinking, that's unconscious competence. That's the fourth and highest level. You know, they say, whether you think you can do it, or whether you think you cannot do it, you're right. Your state of mind now equals your experience in the past plus your expectations for the future. Which one has more authority? If I say, Johnny, come here, or Johnny, come here. And all it is a voice inflection. It's a rhetorical trick which people won't even realize that you're doing it. There's two things you have to remember. Remember what I said before. It makes your message A, interesting, and B, understandable. The vocal signal that what you're saying should be focused on certain words. When you are speaking to somebody, you want them to understand what you're saying without thinking too much. You want to make it easy for them to understand. If they have to think too much, then they're going to be focused on thinking rather than on what you're saying. Because he's a visual person, he thinks that everybody else is a visual person. She's a kinesthetic person. She doesn't realize that he's a visual, that he's different. That's the classic story of two people that are different modalities and have trouble communicating. That's how the salesperson gets to know the modalities of the customer. By listening, by asking these questions, eliciting responses, and taking note of what modalities this person is speaking in. The experience is different from reality. Anytime that you change your experience, your own reality is going to change. Does everybody understand what it means to be in rapport with somebody? It's a technique which feels natural. We judge other people by what they do, but we judge ourselves on what we intend. It's just the unfair way that we judge people. You should do whenever possible. It's an elbow touch. It goes like this. Small love tap on the elbow. This is much less offensive. Frustration is not accepting the way things are. And what NLP does is it changes your behavior for the future. And it has nothing to do with any reasons why anything is so from the past. So let's make a sentence using these words. Because that's what it's all about. It's all about manipulating your own brain.